Okay, let's see if we can take on construct nouns, or I'm sorry, Hebrew construct chains. Hebrew construct chains are very important because you're going to see them over and over and over again, but they're also a little confusing or a little more complicated. Let's first, I'm going to put up this sheet and hold it close enough so, and hopefully still enough so that you can see it. This is also located in your textbook, chapter 10, page 95 in my book. But in Hebrew, as in Greek, there's no word for of. The word of, the possessive relationship between two nouns, is denoted by what we call a construct chain. Now, this construct chain in Greek was referred to as the genitive, and this construct chain is just simply a grammatical relationship that's created by placing two or more nouns side by side. And you can see here that there's the absolute noun, and then there is the construct noun. Now, the absolute noun is the one that's going to appear on your left, and it's going to be the anchor, and it's going to be very important because this absolute noun is going to help to define what definite article or lack of definite article is going to be used. So with the construct chain, because there's no explicit word for of, it's created when you put an absolute and a construct noun side by side. So I would call your attention to page 95 in your book, and let's look at these examples. I'm able to put mine in red here for you to see. There are also at least three of these are contained in your book on page 95. But you see the first sentence up there, kol ha ish, the voice of the man. You do not see the word of anywhere in there. Kol ha ish. It would be woodenly translated voice the man, but because kol is going to be our construct noun, and ish or man is going to be our absolute noun, you see it prefixed with the definite article, kol ha-ish, voice the man. You're going to translate it the voice of the man. And if the absolute noun, again, that's our anchor noun, if our absolute noun has the definite article, then so will our construct noun, the voice of the man. The next sentence there, Melech Haaretz, the king of the land. You have a construct noun, Melech, Haaretz, the land, your absolute noun. So Melech is going to be prefixed with a definite article. The king of occurs because you've added an absolute noun with a construct noun. The king of Haaretz, the land, the king of the land. Again, on this third example that I have up here, Avad Hamelech. It looks like it would be translated servant, the king, but because you have your construct noun, Avid, servant, you have it next to Melech, king. King is prefixed with the definite article Ha-Melech, the king. Then definiteness is going to be consistent throughout. The servant of happens because you've got the construct noun added to the absolute noun. The servant of the king is how that would be translated. This next one here, I don't think this one is in your book. Davar ha-navi, the word of the prophet, because prophet ha-navi is prefixed by the definite article hey, so definiteness is going to have to be consistent throughout. So it's the word of the prophet. Sofer HaTorah, the book of the law. And again, the same principle that you see there. So absolute noun plus construct noun equals an of in the middle. If the absolute noun is prefixed with a definite article, then your construct noun will also be prefixed with a definite article because it has to stay consistent throughout. The voice of the man, the king of the land, the servant of the king, the word of the prophet, the book of the law, and so on and so forth. So next in the construct chains, I'm turning pages here. Next in the construct chain, we have to consider definiteness and indefiniteness. I have already introduced you to that idea, but construct chains, make sure I've got this up here so you can see it. Construct chains are either entirely definite or entirely indefinite, but the construct name will not take the definite article. The definiteness or indefiniteness of a construct chain is determined by the definiteness or indefiniteness of the absolute noun. This is just a review of what I've already said. Therefore, a construct chain is definite if the absolute noun is definite, and indefinite if the absolute noun is indefinite. If the absolute noun is definite, so are all the construct nouns linked to it. If the absolute noun is indefinite, so are all the construct nouns linked to it. So here I have some examples for you. The definite construct noun, we have Sofer HaTorah, I'm sorry, I just said that one. Sofer HaNavi, the book of the prophet, because Navi is prefixed with the definite article Hey. It's going to carry over to Sofer. So the book of the prophet. Now here we have the same sentence, but it's minus the definite article. Instead of ha-navi, which the hey would be the definite article, navi appears without the hey, which tells us that it's indefinite. So Sofer Navi, a book of a prophet. And so that just gives you a more clear delineation of what these are going to look like. So now, definite articles. There are 3 times when an article is a definite article. There we go. A noun is considered to be definite under 3 circumstances. And it's going to be very important for you to memorize this. It's going to be, a noun is going to be considered definite if it has the definite article, as in what we have here. Dabar Hamelika, the word of the queen. And so you see the definite article prefix there. Also, it's going to have it's going to have a definite article if it has a pronominal suffix, as in Beth Abba, the house of my father. So you see the pronominal suffix there, my father, and so that's going to create the definite article, and you're going to translate it instead of the house my father or house my father, it's going to be translated the house of my father, because if the pronominal suffix is attached to the anchor or the absolute noun, then it's going to also include a definite article. Also, if it is a proper noun, like a proper name or a proper geographical location, here we have Shemael. So we have Avid, Shemael. And even though you do not see the definite article hey prefixed to Shemael or Samuel, because Samuel is a proper noun, the name of a person or a place, a proper, what we would capitalize in English, is going to be translated the servant of Samuel. So let's go over that again. A noun is going to be considered definite under 3 particular circumstances. If it has the definite article attached to the absolute noun. And if you see that hey, that definite article prefixing your absolute noun, then you're going to also attach it to your construct noun, the book of the prophet. Now, also, if it has a pronominal suffix, me, mine, you, or yours, if there's a pronominal suffix attached to the absolute noun, then you're going to have to supply the definite article the. You will not see it, visually see it. It's going to have to be implied, and you're just going to have to know. And eventually, this will get to be an intuitive kind of thing for you. The third time that a definite a noun is considered definite. A third circumstance is if it's a proper name like Samuel or Levi or Moses or Pharaoh or Jerusalem or Canaan. You're going to assume they're a definite article. So I'm going to stop there, and that should be enough to get you started on your construct chain.